So today I got Jason here with me, and he's going to show me his collection of Raiders of the Lost Ark stuff. I mean, it's not all toys, right? You've got some other stuff too.
There's a mixture of stuff in there.
So memorabilia.
Yes, memorabilia, some weird oddities, I guess.
I think everybody should know what Raiders of the Lost Ark is, but in case you don't, it is one of the greatest action movies of all time.
Yes, you need to go watch it tonight if you haven't seen it. So we're going to start off with the vintage Kenner 1982 toy line, Raiders of the Lost Ark toy line, which has action figures and some play sets. And then we're going to look at a couple other pieces that I've got that are just cool.
Cool. So we got Indiana Jones here?
Yes, here we have Indiana Jones, the star of the toy line. Actually was mine from when I was a kid. Still have the whip, don't have the gun. That was a very tiny little...
So wait, this is yours from when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Man, did you play with this thing?
I played with it, yeah.
Man, you are the most
I actually
careful child ever.
So, pretty cool. He's got the spring-loaded arm for like whipping action, or you could pull his gun out. There's a little holster on the side here where the gun would fit in. You could have him draw the gun out real fast. And then on this side of the belt, there's a little hook so you could hang his whip.
And so, like, he's got this articulation here. A lot of figures back then didn't have articulation. Like, why does he...
This was interesting because there was a horse action figure that they had. So remember when Indy's chasing... spoiler alert, when Indy's chasing the Ark, when they take off, he's racing behind the truck with the horse, and then he jumps onto the truck. But they made the horse for that.
It's a great scene.
Yeah. So right here we have Indy's good buddy and friend Sala. Also for Sala, I actually still have the card back.
And is this your card back?
This was my card back, yeah.
For Christ's sake, dude, how?
I just, and I don't know why I didn't save the other ones, because of the, it's kind of the lamest one to keep, but...
The price tag, on clearance.
On clearance.
For $179.
Because it was solid. Nobody wanted to buy it.
Like, the stuff you've got circled on here, that was you circling this as a child as stuff you needed?
I wanted the stuff that I wanted. Like, I wanted that. The Well of Souls. And here we have Tote, the evil Nazi that is hunting for the headpiece to the Staff of Ra.
Because every kid wants a little Nazi.
I know. And he even does the Heil Hitler.
Oh, Jesus.
But on his and if you notice on his hand, I don't know if you can see that in there, but he's got the markings from when he grabs the ultra hot headpiece, and it scalds it into his hand.
And is this yours from when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yes,
like, there is no wear on this thing.
Well, I tried.
Very small.
I had toys that I like played with, and then there were a few that I was like, this is too cool. I gotta take care of
the most responsible child ever.
Well, this guy's kind of fun. This is the Cairo Swordsman, and he's complete with his dagger and his Shimtar. You'll notice he's in pretty good shape too, because just like, how does that fit in with the rest of your toys?
I can't help but wondering, in 2019, is this racist?
Okay, here's another character from a great scene. This one's kind of cool, but also a little bit weird too. But this is the mechanic from the scene when they're at the plane and they're getting ready to fly the Ark away, and Indy fights it.
Yeah, and the plane's going.
And he ends up getting chopped up in the...
Yeah. It looks like a shirtless skinhead.
It kind of does. It came with a wrench, I believe, but I don't have the wrench anymore.
Yeah.
Small parts. Yeah. Well, here we have Belloc.
This is
another action figure that you're like, gee, it looks like,
this is the lamest one.
Looks like a Dockers commercial, right? This is a little cooler, though. We have Indiana Jones in his German soldier disguise.
So now you get Indiana Jones dressed as a Nazi.
Yes.
God, Jesus Christ.
And
this is weird. This is weird.
I think they actually did a better job of getting him looking like Harrison Ford on that than they did on this one.
What did this guy come with?
He had a rocket launcher because he's going to blow up the Ark at the end. Yeah, and he's got the jerk action as well. I'm not sure if parents like that. I don't know. That could be another reason why. But yes, once again, another strange character.
Yeah, this toy line, this whole thing so far is weird. Much weirder than I expected it to be. Because I'd seen some of this stuff. I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah.
Did you ever find it weird that you were collecting toys of Nazis as a little Jewish boy?
I didn't think really much about it. It was just like it was Raiders of the Lost Ark, it just seemed like I was right. Now looking back on it now, I was like, yeah, it's a little This was a mail away, so if you took your proofs of purchases off of the cards and off the other products from the toy line, I think you mailed in like 4 of those and like $1 or something for shipping and handling. They would send you this box, and inside it, Belloc in his ceremonial. This is still new in the bag. I never took it out.
This is just such a weird toy. Like, save your proofs of purchases, mail in for this. Like, this is the reward for that work.
That's what you got. But I did it. I clearly did. I clearly did it.
So the only one you don't have is the woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I wish I had now because it's worth a fortune because nobody bought them.
What?
So here we have the first of the... I only have 2 of the 3 play sets that they came out with. This is the first one, the Map Room Adventure set. And it came with everything that you see here. Indiana Jones in his Arab disguise. Came with the Staff of Ra, and on the headpiece of the Staff of Ra, you've got this little ruby here, and when you hold it over, it'll the map room, the floor, it shows you where the Ark is buried. And then it came with these cool tools, which I never took out of the bag. You've got this little, what do you call that? This was another one of those. I think I got it, and it was like I just never. I was done at that point.
I mean, it's kind of a lame playset. I mean, it's not kind of. It really is a lame playset.
Like a cheaper playset, like the low cost point,
Now this is a playset. This is cool. You've got the little snakes. You've got the Ark of the Covenant in here. There's a little mummy hidden behind this door. Tell me about this thing.
This is awesome. This is really the reason I got into the toy line because, like I said, I saw the ad for it. It just looks so cool.
Yeah.
So it's got everything here that you need to have your adventure in the Well of Souls in the Raiders of the Lost Ark storyline. Lift up the sarcophagus or whatever, the lid here, and then you've got the Ark of the Covenant.
Don't open it.
Yeah, don't look inside of it. And then it came with these rods that you could put in, and then you could have 2 characters carry the Ark. And then you've got all these cool little snakes. There's a bunch of these, and it came with some torches because obviously you got to see what's going on there.
Right. And what's up with this mummy back here?
So yeah, it came with one thing that I don't have. It was a grappling hook, and then you were able to hang it from here, and then have Indy swing, and he knocks into the wall because remember how he gets out. He kicks in the wall, and then that's how you get out. And then when he goes into there, into that room, there's mummies.
So this is all yours as a kid? Or
no, the playset I got later. It was because it was only around. I just remember it being around like Christmas time in '82.
Right.
And then after that, the toy line was done. Like the next year, you could find like the clearance stuff, but
right.
So that is okay. So in addition to this, there was one more playset that they came out with, and you can.
Do you have it?
I do not have that one, and you can see why. It was the Streets of Cairo playset, which was essentially just the guy with the patch over his eye, the little vendor guy, and in a dress or a robe or whatever.
Market.
Right, and then it came with some cards with, and there was a little Marion Ravenwood that was crouched down that fit inside one of the baskets, so you could reenact that classic scene with the baskets. So that's basically... Oh, and then one other thing that they did release, the convoy truck, the Nazi convoy truck, that the Ark is carried in. They made that too.
Did that come with Nazis?
It did not. It just was a truck.
Indiana Jones is an odd choice for a toy line, especially in 1981.
I think what it was Kenner already had the rights to Star Wars, and it was the best-selling toy line of all time. So I think they thought, well, it's another Lucas, hit.
If it hadn't been for this playset or this toy line would have just been
totally
a whole series of
failures.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
At least this was cool.
Yeah, totally.
So you got anything else?
Yeah. Let's check out a couple other things here. This was my T-shirt from 1982. You can see it's pretty tiny. I don't think I could fit in this one anymore.
No, it's close.
It still looks pretty good. Not too faded, but yeah, this was purchased, I think, actually in '81 when the movie came out. So.
Jeez.
This is actually something newer, but I just thought it was really cool. The Fertility Idol from the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark when Indy's digging the sandbag. But it's actually a bank, which is kind of cool, and I use it with my Indiana Jones costume as a prop. So this is the Raiders of the Lost Ark storybook from back, I think it's from '81, from when the movie came out. I think I got it at the school book fair. So this is the VHS, I guess it was beta and VHS at the time when it came out, as it says right there. When it came out on videotape, this was the advertising poster in my local video store, which after the movie had been out for a while, I actually talked them out of it, and they gave it to me, which was kind of cool.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, my Raiders of the Lost Ark collection. I got a few other pieces at home, but just books and posters and stuff like that.
I think it's awesome that the toys and the card here are from your childhood. The book too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's so cool.
And the shirt.
The shirt, I forgot about the shirt.
And this poster too. So that's, it's all sort of.
It's just so awesome that you kind of had the foresight to keep some of that stuff, because there's so much from back then that I just either destroyed or just figured whatever, didn't think about it. I think it's awesome that you did.
I think part of the reason that I got into collecting and stuff when it came to like pop culture and films and comic books and stuff like that is just because this is before the internet. So if you enjoyed something, it's not like you could just go on and look at it anytime you wanted or relive it, So having a small part of that, owning a piece of that, it kind of brought you closer to it back then.
So thanks for watching, and I'm sure that Jason has some more stuff that he will show us in the future, and I've got some more stuff that I'll show you in the future. So see you in the future.